Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers. And he's quick to give them credit, but I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On first down, Moore. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a first down throw. Kelly. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fisher. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
To throw is Kelly. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this down inside the 35. Four going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Kelly. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins. Nineteen. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The completion to Riddick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the deep end.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready.
That's caught inside the 20. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On second down now, it's Burton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And to give this time to the tailback. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Ward on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You guys look stupid.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Cotton. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Kelly, he finds Riddick, complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Kelly throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ward looking deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Miami. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check. How is this motherfucker able to run with him? How is this possible? How is this fucking possible? How is this fucking possible?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Ward throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number one wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he could.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Play action, it's Kelly. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Kelly to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ward on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you. Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Kelly to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What the fucking fuck? That's you.
16 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Okay, ready? 57 1. Okay, double. Minus 57. Let go. Record.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Kelly. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration.
Fuck you.
Penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Minus 57. 57's mine.
From the gun, Kelly. He's got Burton here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Kelly. He finds his man, complete. That's Burton. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Miami set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here this 1st half. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 57.
Kelly. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
57. Come on. 50. Let's go, Nigel. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 2nd and 10, Kelly, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Now Kelly. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A play fake. Now Kelly. He sets to fire deep. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout. Call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive-by-drive.
Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense.
Who's got the most of these? None. Fucking nothing. 2.
Has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Turner.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Kellen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Hey, defense, let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Jump. Check 31, check 31.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. To throw is Ward on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Kelly on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Kelly now throwing on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Kelly. No, followed up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Ward now Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Well, the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. To throw is Kelly on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Kelly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kelly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Kelly looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kelly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out come the Dolphins now. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taken.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Dolphins are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead
lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now Kelly on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Back to throw. Kelly throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Kelly throwing on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kelly, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Throwing on first down. Ward. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Kelly on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Kelly now on third down, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback. Back to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10.
Oh, come on.
And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Every coach has turned into and quarterback has turned into a fucking dink and dunk fanatic. They don't win. They just piss me off.